Listening to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. Just got back from South Beach, Collins Ave Shore Club. Always celebrating what I wanna see more of. Took my mom with me, let her soak up all the sunshine. Let her watch her rain stop, all because her sunshine. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living, that's how I'm winning. 5 bands a show now, and you know it's going up. Plays in the millions, guess I'm finally blowing up. Oh, what the feeling, 10 years making beats. Patience tastes bitter, but the aftertaste is so sweet. Could've stopped at any time, wouldn't have believed this. People used to talk down, but now I got them speechless. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living, that's how I'm winning. Look around, everyone sounding lazy. Am I the only one who does themselves on the daily? I don't wanna hear about these rappers with the same flows. Everybody cut, copy, paste, and where the game go. I remember when I was a kid that would've warranted excommunication from the game, now they rewarding it. Got me so glad I know myself. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living, that's how I'm winning.
Looks like there's rain up ahead, like there's a crack in the heavens. Feels like my day could be turning, like I can tell that my luck's gonna change. If you could see me now, I'd probably let you down, but that's enough for me. You got me begging, baby. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Looks like the tables have turned, like there's a change in the weather. Feels like my time is returning, like I'm about to get out of this cage. If you could see me now, I'd probably let you down, but that's enough for me. You got me begging, baby. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again.
over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I close my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black. In a nocturnal state of mind, children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black.
Hey, what's up? Hope everyone's having a good evening tonight. Yeah, what's up, Norm? What's up, Jeff? I hope you guys are having a good evening tonight. Okay, so let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started off. And appreciate all the support for the streams. I just actually had smashed a record for stream in under 24 hours that I hit over 100 views last night. Alright, so for total crypto market cap, the bears are continuing to lose momentum on the MACD for the weekly, so that's looking great. Bullish cross on the stochastic, so this is looking really nice as well. The RSI is still attempting to get into the bullish control zone, still neutral on the RSI for now. And very, very nice bullish engulfing going on the weekly candles here. Alright, so for the daily, bulls are losing momentum for 3 days in a row. We do actually have a bearish cross on the stochastic now. The RSI is back under overbought. And we do have a little bit of bearish engulfing going on the candles here. So I'm not really surprised whatsoever that we're seeing a little bit of a pullback after the consistent little run we've had here for about 2 weeks. So just a little cool off is normal. If we do form a higher low above $1.653 trillion, still looking absolutely great for the total crypto market cap right now. Okay, so for the 4 hour, bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and look like we got some consolidation going on the candles here. Tempting to bearishly engulf, but so far just consolidating for the 4 hour. For the 1 hour, bears losing momentum, Stochastic is currently coiled up, so tempting to decide which direction the market really wants to go next. Oversold on the RSI, so the RSI looks alright. And just some consolidation on the candles, tempting to bearishly engulf, but so far it's kind of just holding this level for now. So, smaller time frames for total crypto market cap, it does look like we do have a bit of potential for more of a pullback coming up. But the larger time frames, I'm really starting to like the looks of the larger time frames for a nice potential rally coming up. Oh, I'll be back in just one quick second here. I'm just checking out what asset one of my friends wants me to take a look at for them tonight. Alright, so now for Bitcoin. So for the daily, same thing as total crypto market cap, the bulls are losing a little bit of momentum here. Bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is back down under overbought, so starting to get back down around neutral territory. And some bearish engulfing, and not really surprising, same as total crypto market cap, we've just had a beautiful rally for about 2 weeks, now it's cooling off a little bit. And it's also attempting to bounce off the fib level here. So if we form a higher low above 37,571, still looking absolutely great for Bitcoin. And let's see how the 4 hours looking. Bears gaining momentum on the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is around the bearish control zone but flattening out. And attempting to bearishly engulf, but so far just consolidation going on here for the 4 hour candles. And for the 1 hour, bears losing momentum, stochastic is crossed bullish. Quite oversold on the RSI, so that's looking nice at least. And we have a tiny bit of 1 hour bullish divergence showing. So the candles are trending low to lower low, but the RSI is trending from low to higher low, so that would be a bullish divergence right here. And a bullish divergence would be a sign of potential reversal. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a little bit more continuation to the pullback, especially with the 4 hour looking the way it does. But at the same time, as long as we end up forming that higher low I was talking about, it's still looking absolutely great for Bitcoin currently. I'm actually using TradingView. That's what I use for all my charting. Alright, so let's take a look at how Ethereum is looking tonight. So for the weekly, bears continue to lose momentum. Bullish cross on the stochastic as well. Neutral on the RSI, but the candles, I absolutely love the looks of the candles here. Beautiful bullish engulfing, and we're breaking up above the fib level here. So same as Bitcoin and total crypto market cap, Ethereum is looking very nice on the weekly. For the daily, bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is back under overbought, so that's looking good. And we do have some bearish engulfing going on the candles here, so looking like it does want to cool off a little bit more before attempting to rally again. So for Ethereum, the low I would like to see hold is 2,493 USD. If we form a low above here, which ideally I'd like to see it hold this fib level here, going to be looking great with that to be forming support at previous resistance. And if we end up forming a new low above this fib level here, which would be the 382 fib level at 3,132. That would be showing extreme bullish pressure going on right now. So a higher low around that level right here would be even nicer if we do see that play out. Ethereum's actually looking pretty nice right now. For the smaller time frames, it looks like it might be cooling off a little bit. But the larger time frames, like the weekly, it looks like it does want to make another attempt at a rally and potentially go to new all-time highs if we see Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap run. 1 hour. Oversold, starting to get back up around above the 30. Bears losing momentum. Stochastic is still cross bearish but starting to coil up, so attempting to decide what it wants to do next for the smaller time frames. So if we see a drop to 3,131 and we see it starting to reverse at this level, that'll be showing quite a lot of strength here, so that's what I'll be keeping an eye out for Ethereum. Alright, XRP. This is actually one of my favorite looking charts currently. This is in a very, very large pennant right now. So whichever direction this ends up breaking, it's very likely going to have a very major move coming for it. So 2 weeks straight of bullish momentum building on XRP for the weekly. So that's very, very nice to see here. Stochastic is very clearly crossed bullish. Neutral on the RSI. But I'm really liking the looks of the bullish engulfing going on the candles here, especially the way that we wicked almost to the bottom of this upper part of the pennant that we're in here. So what I want to see on XRP is going to be a clean breakout of this pennant, probably a little retest and coming back and forming support at previous resistance, and then a nice explosive rally up. So if we look back at 2017, XRP had its initial rally, went from about a little under a cent to about 40 cents, and then it just cooled off, came back down around just close to 20 cents, and then this asset went pretty near vertical all the way up to $3, and I believe that's 30 cents at its peak here. So if we are to assume that what we see now is the initial run up on XRP like we seen back in 2017, then the long period of consolidation and cooling off. The next move on XRP, if we see any price action even close to what we seen back during 2017, is going to be a very, very explosive move up if we break bullish out of this pennant here. Alright, so for the daily, first bearish momentum that we had on XRP since the 10th of March. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI, and a little bit of bearish engulfing going on here below the fib level. Ideally, I would like to see around 69.4 cents hold on XRP. That would be showing quite a lot of strength, but even if it does come down lower and we just retouch this pennant, if it bounces off of this lower part of the pennant here, still looking amazing for XRP, so there's quite a lot of room for this asset to run down and still look nice. Alright, so for the 4 hour, bears are gaining momentum. Bearish cross on the Stoch. We did just get slightly oversold on the RSI, so I like the looks of that. And now we're just consolidating on the candles, pretty close to hugging the fib level right now. For the 1 hour, bears losing momentum. Stochastics coiling up. We were just quite oversold on the 1 hour RSI as well. Now we're getting back up above the 30 region. And it does look like a bit of a bear flag, so maybe we do have a little bit more room to the downside, but starting to show signs of potential reversal. And is there any assets that you guys want me to take a look at for you tonight? Yeah, I really like the looks of the weekly chart on this asset, especially if we see even close to the price action we've seen back during the 2017 bull run. Alright, so let's see how Dogecoin's looking. So this would probably be my favorite asset that I've talked about so far tonight when it comes to an accumulation zone. We're actually under the fib levels right now. So phenomenal zone to be accumulating this asset if it gets one more run up for this cycle. 2 weeks straight of bullish momentum building and quite a lot of bullish momentum this week as well. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. And the RSI is around the bearish control zone but starting to get back up around neutral. And I really like the bullish engulfing on the candles here. Yeah, it sounds good. I'll just finish looking at Dogecoin here and then I'll take a look at Ape for you. Alright, so for the daily, 4-day straight of the bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, but we are bearishly engulfing slightly on the candles. Bears gaining momentum on the 4-hour, bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI, but starting to round out a little bit. And the candles are kind of just consolidating here on the 4-hour. 1 hour, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic. We do have a bullish divergence on the 1 hour for Doge as well. Now the 1 hour is not as significant of a time frame as the 4 hour or the daily, but definitely still potential for reversal with the bullish divergence here. So Dogecoin is starting to show signs of potential rally on the larger time frames, and the accumulation zone on this asset, very, very nice. Typically I'll aim for at least a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio from the previous all-time highs from where we are, and with Doge under 15 cents currently and the previous all-time high being about 75 cents, that would give us a 5x to the previous all-time highs there. So personally I am accumulating Doge at these levels. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see even higher than 25 cents. If we do see the total crypto market cap begin to run again, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Doge hit anything between probably about $1 to $2.50, something around that range if it gets another run up. 75 cents, that wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if we hit these levels, but I think we could go a nice chunk higher if we do see the total crypto market cap run again. Alright, so let's take a look at Ape and see how that's looking. Alright, so since this is a newer asset, there's not quite a lot of information for the indicators available currently. It's just the candles for the weekly. Yeah, or the daily, not really anything to look at for indication there either. Based on price action, I'm just seeing a lot of consolidation going on. The first day that it launched had a crazy run up, went up to just shy of $40, I believe that is. So based off previous all-time highs, it's a bit over a 3x, so looking like alright accumulation zone. Alright, let's throw the fib levels up here and get a better look. Alright, so we're just hugging the 786 fib level. So if I'm bullish on an asset, I will begin to accumulate once we get below the 618 fib level. At the 786, I'll start to pick up heavier bags, and if we drop all the way to the bottom of the fib extension, that's where I'll pick up my heaviest bags if I'm bullish on the asset. So we are currently at the 786, so this is a very nice accumulation zone for this asset. And for the 4 hour, we actually do have some indicators to look at. So for the 4 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum still, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI's around the bearish control zone, but starting to round out. And so far, it looks like we're just consolidating and hugging this fib level here. So it looks like it is attempting to break the 786 and potentially go lower, but I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop on this asset as the chart's quite a lot newer. Actually, we do have some 1 hour bullish divergence as well on this coin. Stochastic's coiling up under the 20, so more likely to cross bullish at this point, and bears losing momentum. So yeah, I would probably be accumulating at this level if you're bullish on the asset. I'm liking the 786 and the way that the indicators are starting to look, plus it looks like it's just really hugging this fib level here. Yeah, for sure, Alex. I'll take a look at Elephant for you in a second. Yeah, overall, I find that ApeCoin is at a pretty nice accumulation zone, and the 1 hour at least is starting to look nice. There's not really all that much information to go by on the larger time frame since this is a newer asset. And alright, let's take a look at Elephant. Oh, not too much, man. Having a pretty awesome day today, honestly, between my YouTube going so good last night and had a great workout today. Finally got the haircut I needed too. Had to skip my last haircut because of COVID. I was starting to look like Goku. Alright, Elephant. Yeah, this chart still blows my mind. Alright, so for the daily, bulls losing a bit of momentum today. Bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is coming down slightly. It was pretty well a perfect 100 on the RSI at the very top of it, so I'm not really surprised that it's starting to cool off there. So far it looks like we do have a bull flag going on here, so it's really attempting to decide if it wants to come back down to earth or make another attempt at rallying again. 4 hour bears gaining a bit of momentum. The stochastic actually did just cross bullish again though. Bullish control zone for the RSI. And it's attempting to bullishly engulf on the candles. Uh, 1 hour bullish engulfing on the candles. We were just oversold on the 1 hour actually, now we're neutral on the RSI. Stochastic is very slightly crossed bullish, attempting to get it clear across. And bears are actually losing momentum on the 4 hour. Yeah, maybe this does have a little bit of gas left into it. With the way that the daily looks, I wouldn't really be surprised if it does cool off, especially after the rally we've just seen on it. But it looks like it is at least making an attempt at rallying again. Yeah, overall this is just a very crazy chart to look at. That's definitely a parabolic run up here. Probably at a point where I'd be taking partial profit just to secure the bag if you were in it down around these levels, but definitely looks like there could still be a bit more gas left in this. Yeah, I'm on Deck Screener. Is there any other assets that you want me to check out for you tonight? I might as well take a look at Polar while I'm on Deck Screener. I know that there's a couple of people that are into this project. Alright, bulls losing momentum on the daily, stochastic's coiling up, so attempting to decide what to do next. Neutral on the RSI. And just looking like consolidation. So far it's looking like there's a lot of accumulation going on the daily actually. Yeah, sounds good. I'll finish taking a look at Polar here, and then I'll take a look at Crypt for you. Alright, 4 hour. Kind of choppy momentum. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And still looking like a lot of accumulation. Consistent higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So compared to a lot of the other NAAS and DAAS protocols, Polar's looking quite nice, honestly. For this, all it really takes is just holding the levels, and it pays out pretty crazy if you're into the protocol, so it's definitely looking pretty nice to me, honestly. And alright, let's take a look at Crypt. So since this is a newer asset as well, there's not really much information available on the daily. For the 4 hour, bulls are losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is still in the bullish control zone but starting to come back down around neutral, and bearish engulfing on the candles here. And 1 hour, bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is still just very slightly neutral, but just starting to get around the bearish control zone. And before the pullback we just seen, we actually did have some bearish divergence here. So that would mean that the candles were trending up, but the RSI goes from a high to a lower high. So the RSI diverges from the candles. Yeah, honestly this looks like there could be a bit more pullback to it, especially if we see it break below this wick here. I'd probably keep an eye on the 786 for a potential down zone on this asset if we do see it break below this wick here. Yeah, not the most information to go by since this is a newer chart, so I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop on this asset, but looking like there is potential for some more pullback, especially since the RSI on the 1 hour still has a lot of room to go to the downside if it really wants to, and the bearish momentum's building with a clear bearish cross. I don't really have any specific price predictions on this coin here since this is such a new asset. I'd want to have to wait for a little more information to develop on it before I get a better idea on where it's potentially going to likely go for this cycle. As for accumulation zone though, I would wait to see if we do break below here, and if we get down around the 786 level, then maybe start to pick up a decent big. We are under the 618, so if you're bullish on the asset, this is where I would begin to accumulate. But I wouldn't really pick up anything too heavy until we get a move down to the 786 here, which would be about 58.46 cents. Anything else that you guys want me to take a look at for you tonight? Alright, Hex. For the weekly, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the Stoke. Neutral on the RSI, just broke up to the neutral zone. And we are bullishly engulfing on the weekly candles, so the weekly looks very nice on Hex. Daily, stochastic is coiling up again, so attempting to decide what to do for the next major move. Bulls are losing momentum on the MACD. bullish control zone on the RSI, so that looks nice. And it is attempting to bullishly engulf, and it looks like we have a little bull flag going on here. So both the weekly and the daily is looking quite nice for Hex, and there's still more room on the RSI to go to the upside if it wants to run. Yeah, it sounds good, Jeff. If you ever want me to check out anything for you, feel free to ask. Alright, so 4 hour. Bear's gaining a little momentum, but the stochastic is rounding out, so starting to coil up. Quite a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. So ideally for Hex, I would like to see, I believe this would be the 786 fib level. Yeah, I would like to see the 786 at about 11.26 cents hold for Hex, and that'll be showing quite a lot of bullish accumulation going on. Honestly, the way this asset's looking though, it might not even get too serious of a pullback and may just hook and run, especially with the stochastic coiling up and potentially crossing bullish here. Yeah, I really like the looks of Hex currently for the larger time frames, and even the smaller time frames don't look as bad as a lot of the other cryptos currently. Alright, so let's take a look at precious metals and see how gold and silver is looking tonight. So for the weekly, bulls continue to lose momentum. Bearish cross is pretty clear on the stochastic. We were just overbought on the RSI, now we're pulled back a little bit under the 70. Still in the bullish control zone though. And it looks like we do have a bull flag going on here so far for the weekly candles. Daily, very nice bullish cross. Bears losing momentum. Neutral on the RSI. And just a lot of consolidation going on here. So gold is really attempting to decide whether it wants to make another rally from here and go for a new all-time high run, or maybe a little bit more of a pullback. We're at a key inflection zone right here on gold. 4 hour, bulls losing a tiny bit of momentum on this candle, bearish cross on the stoke, neutral on the RSI, and just consolidating for the candles here. And for the 1 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum, stochastic is crossed bearish, neutral on the RSI, and slight bearish engulfing on the candles, but looking more like consolidation than anything going on currently. We formed higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We may just form higher lows and then go for another higher high run, which would be really nice for gold. Yeah, even if we do see a little consolidation or pullback on the smaller time frames, the larger time frames for gold, once we broke out of this channel that we've been in here, starting to look nice. Got a nice clean break above the final fib level before all-time highs, wick just below all-time highs. Now we're cooling off before a likely attempt at going for new all-time highs on gold. Alright, so silver. Silver looked great to me as soon as we formed this double bottom on the weekly here. We do have a bearish cross on the stoke and bulls are losing momentum. We are still in the bullish control zone for the RSI though, and I like the way that we've just wicked to this fib level and then came back up. So we're now attempting to form support at previous resistance. For the daily, bears losing a bit of momentum with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral for the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the candles. And same thing for the daily as the weekly, just a beautiful wick down slightly below the fib level and then it bounced back up. So looking like there's a lot of accumulation going on for silver. Bulls losing a little bit of momentum on the 4 hour with a bearish cross on the stoke. RSI is starting to enter the bearish control zone for the 4 hour chart, and a little bit of bearish engulfing on the candles. So ideally for silver at the very least, I would like to see around $22.05 hold. If we could hold this fib level, which would be, let's see, about $24.30, the 618 fib level, that would be showing a lot of accumulation and bullish strength. So I'm going to wait and see how far this pulls back, but silver's looking nice to me like gold as well. The only difference is silver's at a nicer accumulation zone than gold currently. We're down around the 618, which is where I would typically begin to accumulate an asset I'm bullish on. Meanwhile, gold is above the 236, so we're near the top of the fib extension currently for gold. So better risk-reward ratio on silver currently. Alright, let's take a look at AMC and see how some of the meme stocks are doing. Alright, so for the weekly, bullish momentum's growing on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, but very, very beautiful bullish engulfing on the candles. Clean break above the fib level here, and then it made an attempt at breaking above the next fib level. So for 1 week, great move. For the daily, bulls losing a little bit of momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just quite overbought on the RSI, now it's cooling off below the 70. And we got a little bit of bearish engulfing going on here, but still looking like we have a bull flag going on there. And for the 4 hour, bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, and we're just consolidating on the candles here. So this is looking like a bull flag. Definitely potential for it to cool off a little further, but this is the first bullish momentum that we've seen on AMC since July 26th of last year. So I am really, really liking the looks of this asset for a potential run, which if we see anything like what happened back during 2021 last year, this could be in for a very, very nice rally to end the cycle. It's looking like my fib levels got moved here, so I'm just going to adjust this slightly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, overall I do really like the looks of AMC currently. So I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop on this asset, but the weekly chart is starting to look quite nice here. Alright, let's see how Alliance Block is looking tonight. So the bears are losing momentum on the weekly. The stochastic is coiling up, so it's attempting to decide which direction it wants to do for the next major move. We were just very slightly oversold on the RSI, now it's coming back around a little bit, and consolidating on the candles, looking like it's making a very small attempt at bullish engulfing here. The daily, though, I am liking the looks of. Bullish momentum growing, bullish cross on the stochastic, just entered the bullish control zone on the RSI, and beautiful bullish engulfing here today. So this is one asset that is both at a very, very nice accumulation zone and starting to show signs of potential reversal. So I'm likely going to be accumulating some Alliance Block at these levels here. Four hour, lots of bullish momentum building here. Beautiful bullish cross on the stochastic. Still more room on the RSI to run to the upside on the 4 hour, and these candles bullishly engulfing just look absolutely beautiful to me, especially if we close the candle above 0.2545. And we actually did have some 4 hour bullish divergence before this began to pop as well. So the candles went from low to lower low. Meanwhile, the RSI went from low to higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence right there. So that would be a signal of potential reversal back to the upside. And whenever you include the bullish momentum building, bullish cross on the stochastic, and bullish engulfing, this is actually looking ready to pop if it wants to from here. And I also really like the risk-reward ratio from where we are as well. It would be about 6x to previous all-time highs. So anything at a 5x or higher to previous all-time highs is typically what I'd aim for whenever I'm accumulating assets. So showing signs of potential reversal. Really love the stochastic on the daily, and great accumulation zone on this asset, so I'm definitely going to be accumulating some of this. Alright, so let's see how CRV is looking tonight. So for the weekly, bears are losing momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the candles. Bulls losing momentum on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic. RSI is back on, or we didn't actually get overbought, just close to it. Now we pulled back slightly for the RSI, but still in the bullish control zone. And very slight bearish engulfing on the candle. 4-hour bears are gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stoke. The RSI actually just rounded out and got back around neutral. And now I just see a lot of consolidation so far for this candle. And for the 1 hour, the bears are losing momentum. Bullish cross on the stoke slightly. We do have a little bit of 1 hour bullish divergence present. And now it's making a little attempt at bullishly engulfing. I'd probably wait for a little more information to develop on this asset, but the weekly is looking quite nice currently. So if we can see the smaller time frame start to turn around, definitely potential for this asset to rally. Is there anything else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? Alright, Quant. This is one project that I'm quite interested in for the fundamentals. So for the weekly, bears are losing momentum. Very beautiful, clear, bullish cross on the stochastic. RSI is back up around neutral, and we are bullishly engulfing above the previous about 2 months worth of candles and above the fib level. So I really like the looks of the weekly for Quant. Daily, bulls losing momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, not overbought. And now we're just bearishly engulfing on the candles and just hugging that fib level here. 4 hour, bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is still around the bearish control zone but rounding out. And it's just looking like consolidation going on here on the candles. 1 hour, bears losing momentum, stochastics crossed bullish but starting to coil up. RSI still got room to go to the downside if it really wants to, so it could attempt to break the fib level here. But it's looking like we do have some accumulation going on the candles here for the 1 hour. So I'd probably wait for a little bit more information on the smaller time frames to develop, but same thing with most cryptos right now. The weekly is looking very, very nice on this asset. Alright, so let's see how VVS Finance is looking tonight, my favorite DeFi 1.0 protocol. Alright, so for the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic. Looking like consolidation on the weekly candle here. Bulls losing momentum on the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and just consolidation going on the candles here. Ideally, I would like to see a higher low above 0.00002250, and that would be showing a lot of accumulation and strength on this asset. 4 hour bears losing a little momentum on this candle, stochastics crossed bearish but coiling up under the 20. Still around the bearish control zone for the RSI on the 4 hour, and more room to go to the downside if it really wants to. But just consolidation going on this candle, looking like it's attempting to form a bullish hammer. Let's see the 1 hour. Bears losing momentum, stochastics crossed bearish but coiling up. We were just oversold on the RSI for the 1 hour, and now it's rounding out and looking like it is attempting to come back around. And we're making an attempt at bullishly engulfing here. This is one asset that I'm very, very bullish on, and we're at a phenomenal accumulation zone. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that would be over 15x to previous all-time highs. So great risk-reward ratio, and the utility of this coin is absolutely amazing. This would be Cronos Chain's DeFi 1.0 protocol. So Cronos Chain is actually the DeFi chain of Crypto.com, which is my favorite centralized exchange. So VVS is pretty close to a Crypto.com coin, which they definitely, in my opinion, have the best marketing in the game currently. This is the only DeFi coin I've actually seen a commercial for in my life so far. Alright, so VVS is looking interesting tonight. And let's take a look at the stock market and see how that's doing. Alright, so for the Dow Jones, bears losing momentum on the weekly. Bullish cross on the stochastic, very clear. Neutral for the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the candles here. Bulls losing momentum on the daily. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Still around the bullish control zone for the RSI, but it is slightly bearishly engulfing on the daily candles. Bears gaining a lot of momentum on the 4 hour, bearish cross on the stoke, still room on the RSI to go to the downside if it really wants to, and bearish engulfing on the candles. 1 hour, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stoke. Quite oversold on the RSI, and just a lot of consolidation. Looking like we do have a bit of a bear flag going on the smaller time frames though. So Dow Jones is looking kind of like the crypto market currently. The smaller time frames looks like maybe it wants to pull back or consolidate slightly, but the weekly is starting to look quite nice, especially the way that we just wicked off the top of the 236 fib level here. Now it looks like it's trying to come back around for an attempt at new all-time highs. Alright, Nasdaq. Bears losing momentum on the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic. Same thing as the Dow Jones, really nice wicks just to the top of the 236 fib level, then attempting to run. And neutral on the RSI. Bulls losing momentum on the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone for the RSI, and slight bearish engulfing, but looking like consolidation going on for the candles. 4 hour bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stoke. Starting to enter the bearish control zone for the RSI on the 4 hour and bearishly engulfing here. 1 hour bears losing momentum, stochastic coiled up under the 20. Oversold on the RSI, and slight bearish engulfing, but quite a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. So this looks pretty well like the Dow Jones. Smaller time frames looks like we could see some slight pullback or consolidation, but the larger time frames like the weekly looks like it does want to make an attempt at a rally actually, which is looking much nicer than we've seen last month. Alright, now the S&P 500. Bears losing momentum on the weekly, bullish cross on the stoke. just entering the bullish control zone on the RSI for the weekly, and beautiful bullish engulfing. We didn't wick down all the way to the 236 like we had on the Dow and Nasdaq, but we do have quite a lot of wick going on right here, showing that there's a lot of accumulation going on at this zone. Daily, bulls losing momentum with a bearish cross in the stochastic. RSI still around the bullish control zone. A little bit of bearish engulfing going on the daily candles. 4-hour bears gaining a lot of momentum, bearish cross in the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing going on the candles. 1-hour bears losing momentum, stochastic coiling up under the 20, so attempting to decide what to do next, oversold on the RSI, and looking like we have quite a lot of consolidation going on here for the candles as well. Kind of looking like a bit of a bear flag though on the 1 hour. So, smaller time frames for all the US stock indexes are looking like there's potential for a bit of consolidation or pullback, but the larger time frames like the weekly is on all three of the indexes. Looks like it does want to make an attempt at a rally and run though. So maybe we'll see some smaller time frame consolidation coming up for the stock indexes, but over the next couple of weeks I think there's a very nice chance we'll see an attempted rally to new all-time highs for the US stock market. Alright, so let's see how one of my favorite high risk, high reward altcoins is looking, AION. Bears losing quite a lot of momentum on the weekly, looking like the weeklies are pretty close to starting to build bullish momentum. Very nice bullish cross on the stochastic. The RSI is starting to enter neutral, and bullish engulfing on the weekly candles. Bulls losing a tiny bit of momentum on the daily, but the stochastic is coiling up, so it's attempting to decide what to do next for its next major move. Quite overbought on the RSI, but the candles actually looks like it's making an attempt at bullishly engulfing. 4-hour bears gaining momentum, stochastic coiling up for the 4-hour, so attempting to decide what it wants to do next. Bullish control zone for the RSI, we were just slightly overbought. And looking like there's quite a lot of consolidation going on the candles here, but making a small attempt at bullishly engulfing. And for the 1 hour, bears losing momentum, bullish cross on the stoke. The RSI starting to get around the bullish control zone, and very slight bullish engulfing on the 1 hour candles. So for this asset, the way I would play this would be I would stop accumulating pretty close to the levels we're at now. And I would sell about 15 to 20% of my bag at this recent high, up around 71 cents here, just to take the initial investment out and remove risk. And then from that point I would probably see if we see some of the higher targets, previous all-time highs, $4.40 at this recent high, and about $12.25 roughly for this previous all-time high. So if we do see any levels even close to that, the risk-reward ratio on this asset is phenomenal, even just at this recent high here, and that's nothing compared to $4 and $12. Well, if there's nothing else you guys want me to check out for you tonight, I'm probably going to check out maybe 1 or 2 more charts and then call it a night. I had already taken a look at Dogecoin, so I might as well see how Shiba Inu's doing tonight. Bears continue to lose momentum on the weekly with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and bullishly engulfing on the weekly candles. And I really like the way it was just hugging the fib level. Now it's attempting to run. Yeah, the daily looks like quite a lot of accumulation as well. Formed higher lows here, making an attempt at higher highs. Now it's coming back down a little. Bulls losing momentum on the daily with a bearish cross in the stochastic. RSI still around the bullish control zone, but looking like it may come back around neutral. And slight bearish engulfing on the daily candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the 4 hour, bearish cross in the stochastic. The RSI is around the bearish control zone, but starting to round out a bit. And looking like there's consolidation going on the 4 hour candles here. for the 1 hour, bears losing a lot of momentum, stochastics coiling up, so attempting to decide what to do next. RSI was oversold, but now we're just back above that 30. And looking like there's quite a lot of consolidation going on the candles here for the 1 hour. Smaller time frames looking like there's potential for a little more pullback or consolidation, but the larger time frames like the weekly, this asset's starting to look quite nice. Now, not as nice as Dogecoin, as Doge is currently under the Fib extension, so Doge is a much nicer risk-reward ratio currently, but Shiba Inu is starting to show some signs of life and potential rally, especially if we see total crypto market cap come back around and run. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a night, everyone. Hope you all have a great evening, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Not a big hurricane. You are the reason that I dance in the rain. In the name of love, all in the name of love. Just to get on a plane. Nothing can stop me, not a big hurricane. You are the reason that I dance in the rain. In the name of love, all in the name of love.
Yo, free love, man.
I don't say much, but I hear everything that I said. It don't go over my head. Success is the best revenge, no stress, I still ain't missed. We could've got round there, put it on social media and ruined his cred. Could've grabbed a habab, put two in his head, but I let God do it instead. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his beam like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need. Sat in a band or watching Snap weren't good for my mental health. The things that I see on a daily basis be on a daily melt. Why the hell would I dwell on the past when I make profit off the pain I felt? How the fuck these guys gonna date these girls when they can't even pay for themselves? How? Few of these females left me on red back then, but I look now, I bet they regret it. They used to ask what I do for a living, I said that I work in a chemist. I had no money, I weren't embarrassed, I'm doing that road in my Toyota Yaris. C-Squad late trying to cut through traffic, rule number one, don't panic. I know they hate that they can't ignore me, I'm all over London town. It's funny to think that I went OT when I was 16 for £100. I get gal easy, you know, true. LYM, we don't run them down. I couldn't care less what they say on the blogs as long as my mum's proud. I keep on telling the young bulls grind on quick, cause it's all about timing. Bro's on a ped with a brick on him and he's trying to blend in, so he's wearing a high-vis. Always trying to get the party done, that's how I got nicked, that violence. Alright, I told little bro when I stepped out of souls, it's calm, one day I'll headline. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his team like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need. Put my life on the line to see bro elevate. Sometimes I feel like I'm way too generous. Step on the gas one time, accelerate. I need the same time piece as Federer's. First flight that I took was an easy jet, now it's TXP, I'm on Emirates. Live your movie, I say it with emphasis, but the flow too effortless. I'm wary, gotta stay on my pivot. Stay on it. Reminding myself it's business, gotta stay on my feelings. Still gotta weigh out my options. I met a lot of these rappers, and we ain't got nothing in common. Tryna ship out the bud from Cali, everyone got bud from Holland. The week that I dropped my tape Wild West, I painted my city orange. I see a lot of videos look like mine, I don't even mind, just pay me homage. Stuck in the trenches, skin go pale. I've been in LA, now my skin look olive. I told Lil Bro gotta stay in school, my bad example, I didn't go college. I listen a lot, but I don't speak much. I kept it brief, she think that I'm shy. She's down for the cause, I told her I'm done. She said she want more, I bring in my guy. I was dead broke, I had no hope. I sat and I thought about ending my life. I was down bad and they asked how I am. I got out like a man and I said I'm alright. I got on my grind, didn't make excuses. Stayed in the trap, got hot, got humid. The hood just full up of drug consumers, so we abuse it. If I don't do it, then someone gon' do it. Trusted a man and he done me like Judas. They're opportunists, no opportunity. Trusting the government, but they're all clueless. They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen. Where they at? The power's strong, where am I now? I've been in the charts for 18 weeks. My bro stay knocking man out, make man tap out, but I stay on his team like a beep. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need.
So I wanna say Alhamdulillah, God give me everything. Alhamdulillah, I know you got this.